And so we have to follow effective action with quiet reflection, and from the quiet reflection will come more effective action. Andy Politz is a guy who was actually from Columbus. Some of you may know him. But he's climbed Mount Everest. And he's been on some of the amazing kind of search and rescue teams and some amazing journeys and expeditions climbing Mount Everest. And he reminded me one day that when you get to a certain altitude on Everest, that it requires 4 breaths before you take on your next task. And he told me the story about how, so because the altitude is such, it takes 4 breaths to do anything, that they have to get up at 3 in the morning, and then they have to take 4 breaths they're laying in their tents, 4 breaths. Sit up. 4 breaths, tie your shoe. 4 breaths, tie your shoe. 4 breaths, sit up. 4 breaths, unzip the tent. 4 breaths. That at that altitude on Everest, you can't accomplish anything without making sure that you take 4 breaths and then the next step. Somewhere along this journey, either in your own personal life, when things happen that are out of our control. I know the day that I got a call that my mom had cancer, I knew that all of a sudden the path of my own life was going to take a little different path, and it was going to require 4 breaths and just take the next step. But then also within the challenges within our business, and even this mountain ahead, there will be times along the path that require us to very intentionally take those 4 breaths and then take the next step. 4 breaths and take the next step. And in that process of intentional, purposeful movement, we will actually move forward